Good morning, everyone. I finally got a haircut, and at first I kind of hated it because I miss my long hair, but it's like so light and refreshing now. I haven't had this short of hair since in like 2 years, and I would get more haircuts if I didn't love food and would rather spend money on food than looking nice. But if only my hair was long and looked this nice. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, today I am filming a get ready with me because I'm jealous of all these Korean beauty vloggers killing the game like Chriselle Lim and Jenim, and how there aren't that many respected Vietnamese people in the entertainment industry. Like, I want to be cool and like clean and polished and like the Korean American YouTubers are. I'm not really helping the cause because I'm more on the comedic side and I don't really give an F sometimes, but yes. And so this get ready with me is not going to be traditional either, because I'm going to be talking about Charlottesville because it hits really close to me, and like I literally live in this city, so I feel like I should talk about it. So I already brushed my hair and put on contacts, which are really big steps for me. And I also change, which is also another big step for me. And then normally I just walk out like this without any makeup. But today I'm just gonna put on some makeup for the sake of this video. Things I do for you, YouTube. Usually if I do wear makeup, it's usually recently I've only been doing my eyebrows and putting on color on my lips, usually a red lipstick. And this morning I just washed my face with water, which is what I always do. I only wash my face with cleanser in the shower. You can learn all about my beauty routine in my Minimalist Guide to Beauty and Hygiene. Okay. We'll start with eyebrows. Oh, let me go get my mirror. So this mirror I got from Daiko, the Japanese dollar store, along with this eyebrow pencil. Okay, so I'm gonna do my eyebrows first. Okay, so unlike white people and privileged Asian people, I was not that shocked by what happened this past weekend in Charlottesville. Like, I don't know, I've been aware of racism since middle school when kids started calling me Ching Chong. Yeah, so I wasn't really shocked by what happened. Yes, it was surprising that it happened on campus, but like no students were on grounds. Class was not in session. So it wasn't as dangerous as the media portrayed it to be. So Donald Trump recently said that there was violence on both sides. And he technically isn't wrong. I watched the Vice documentary, and anti-protesters were just as violent and hurtful. Like, they weren't angels either. And I've been like struggling to like form my own opinion about this, about what happened. So I've been like looking at all points of views and like just taking people's opinions for mine, or like using their opinions to form my opinion, if that makes sense. So like another point of view was like, this all could have been prevented if like the permit wasn't granted for them to protest. I agree with that, and I also agree that if you go to a protest, like, do you expect peacefulness? Like, violence is gonna happen like in a protest. And then another point of view of someone telling me was that anti-protesters shouldn't have been there in the first place because they're giving attention to these white supremacists and rallying them up even more if like the white supremacists we just allow them to march or whatever. Like, no one would pay attention to them. Like, they wouldn't feel as outraged, and like they wouldn't have validation to be saying, yeah, look, these people are violent, they're ignorant or whatever. I think what happened yesterday on the lawn and on campus or on grounds the Take Back the Lawn vigil, the Seville, Charlottesville. No, that was powerful. Like, no violence, and then like way more people showed up to that event than the white supremacists in the Unite the Right rally. So that's why I'm optimistic, because there are so many people that are against the alt-right. And like, that's why the Women's March was so successful, because it was all one side, and because there's only one point of view. Like, there was no fighting going on. I don't know, it was just so funny. Not funny, but like, to see all these white people like shook. Yeah, so like this past weekend, I went back to my hometown in Southern Virginia. And I was at Walmart, and we were printing a picture, like a large 8x10 picture. And my sister was showing me like the scanner, because it was in a drawer that she used to like scan the original, like the 5x7 picture to get it, to enlarge it. And like, so I was like, wow, like I opened the drawer to see it myself, and then this white cashier or white employee, she comes up and she like shakes, I didn't see it, but like my mom and sister saw it, and she like shook her head in disgust at me. Like, I was racially, she thought I was gonna do something, like she thought my sister and I were gonna like steal something or was doing something we weren't supposed to do, but my sister literally just used a scanner. She was racial profiling us. Like, I was amazed, because I've been living in Northern Virginia in this bubble. Yeah, so this is what black people have to deal with all the time. So I'm struggling to figure out what the best way to protest is, or like to stand up for what's right. I think the answer is that love wins, or love always beats hate, and whatever the hashtag is. I think if we individually treat people with kindness, like actually when we see something racist happening, like say something. That's like what I'm questioning, like what I'm wondering, like all these people like posting on social media about how we need to take a stand, like will they actually do something if they see something racist happening? Like, it's easy to go against like the neo-Nazis because they're so extreme, but like what about the small acts of racism? I don't know if protesting or showing up to protest these groups is the right thing to do, because you're not going to change their, no matter how many times you chant Black Lives Matter, they're not going to change their mind. I wonder if people are going to call me out for talking about a topic so sensitive while I get ready, while I do makeup. Well, I shouldn't race be something we talk about on a daily basis in our everyday lives, and not only talk about when an event like this happens. That's my defense. Because whether we like it or not, race governs our daily lives. Finished look. So I took off a little bit of eye makeup and it looks a whole lot better. And I just really wanted to end this video by saying that the quote is, "Love conquers hate." So I'm waiting in traffic, so I might as well say what I forgot to say in my video. Okay, and some people were asking me if I felt safe. A lot of people didn't realize that the rally was planned for months in advance. Like, people from all over the country came to the Unite the Right rally. So they're not always going to be on grounds. And I only felt unsafe because people were so afraid that they didn't go out, so it felt stranded. That's the only reason I would feel scared, is because no one else is around. And then someone else mentioned how when he was attending the university, it was a safe haven for him. But think about it. If Charlottesville didn't have the university, it wouldn't be diverse at all. And you only had a safe haven. I'm not like disagreeing with him or anything, but imagine if you didn't have the cultural groups you had while you're attending here. Like, then if I was going to UVA and it was all white people, I wouldn't feel safe at all. So yeah, so I'm thankful that the world or UVA has become more open or has accepted people, and I think that's good that we have, that people change. Like, the world is changing, and like what these white supremacists can't, that they can't accept that the world, like the United States, is changing. Like, my mom always gets mad at me because I like change my mind like a girl changes clothes. Like I bought a backpack, and then like 5 minutes later I was like, can I return it? But I think having a fluid mind is good because you're not afraid of a change, and you're always learning. You're not stuck on one ideal. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. But also, I feel like this whole event wouldn't have been that big of news if someone wasn't killed. If that car never ran into someone, we would not be talking about it as much as we are now.